during the 1800s, a new force, a new political force called nationalism started to cause problems inside Europe. Nationalism is where people of a common ethnicity want to establish their own country. So people that might have the same religion, the same language, the same cultures that have been divided up want to come together as a whole. Here you can see a map of Europe in 1815. Notice that on the periphery, or the edges of Europe, you have strong nation states. You have Great Britain, France, Spain, Portugal, and also Russia. But in the middle of the country, notice it's like a jigsaw puzzle. There was no Germany. There was no Italy. You had the Austrian Empire. So you're missing a lot of different countries. There was no Poland. So Poles, Germans, Italians in the 1800s wanted to form their own country. And in 1870, there would be the Franco-Prussian War, which would transform the map of Europe. The King of Spain had died and there was no heir. It would be up to a nephew in France or in Prussia, which was German, on who would be the new leader of Spain. If you look at that map, France was the strongest country in Europe. It had the largest army, whereas Great Britain had the largest navy. So French were the most powerful country on the continent. If the Prussians were to become the leaders of Spain, notice that France would be stuck in the middle. So France tried to go to war against Prussia, and you would have the 1870 Prussian War. France had, again, the largest army. Everyone expected this to be a short conflict and the French to win. However, the Prussians had developed a new technology where they had long-range artillery that were rifled. They were more powerful, and they could defeat French artillery. The French would develop machine guns, so for close support, the French could wipe out a number of Prussians. But again, the Prussians were able to knock down French fortresses. And in 6 weeks, the Prussians defeated France. Along the way, those other German principalities in the center of Europe decided to join with the Prussians. And the key part of the Franco-Prussian War, what changed the map of the world, a major turning point of the world, was that Germany became unified. And not only was Germany unified, but they also took the province of Alsace-Lorraine from the French. And because of this, the French would always want revenge. So this was now the new map after the Franco-Prussian War. Notice you have a very strong German Empire. Also in the 1860s, Italy was created. So now the center, and again, this is what has changed Europe. The center of Europe was now stronger than the periphery. The Germans were stronger than the French. And remember, the French would want revenge. So who do you think the French would want as allies to go against the Germans? They would select Russia because, again, Germany is sandwiched between Russia and the French. So this was a way now for the French to get revenge, and this would start an alliance between the French and the Russians in 1894. And then after this, there would be a crisis in Bosnia in 1908, which I will discuss shortly.